Toyota just reported the Q1 of the financial year 2027. The headlines say operating income dropped by 8.8%. The market will probably focus on that number. But I read the full report, and there are 3 things inside it that I think matter far more for long-term shareholders like me and maybe like you. Net income actually jumped 75%. North America just swung from a loss to a profit in just 1 quarter, and management just upgraded their full-year forecast by 400 billion yen. Let me show you exactly what that means for my 40 shares of Toyota, which are held in my NISA. Now I am on the report from Toyota, and I'm showing you the consolidated financial summary, and you can see here, if you go to other income, for last year it was 86 billion yen, and for this year it's 900 billion yen. That's about 75% increase. That's huge, and that's the headline nobody is talking about. Despite a declining operating income, you can see just above, operating income decreasing. Despite this, they do increase income coming from another source. Operating income declined modestly. However, the overall financial situation of the company dramatically increased. The second case is North America suddenly flipped from losing money to making money. And you can see we went from minus 63 billion yen to 125 billion yen. And look at this. This is a 188 billion yen swing. We went from down to this. This is huge. And this is hidden in slide 8, and you have to go down to page 8 to see this detail. So this is, of course, as I said in the intro, most headline will focus on the minus 8.8%, but if you look at the company financial statement, it is very, very impressive. Now the third one is you can see the number of cars sold. Alright, so overall it's kind of decreased, but I am a resident in Japan and I can see Toyota cars everywhere, and you can see the difference with 1 year is Toyota is selling more cars. The place where it's a dramatic decrease is actually in the Middle East, and you know why. I don't need to explain why, right? Meaning problems there. It's very difficult for Toyota to ship cars there, so this is why you see a big decrease at the bottom there. Last year was 417,000 cars sold there, and now it's 333,000. Obviously, this is where the pain is coming. Otherwise, you can see an increase in Europe, pretty much everywhere. It's just US is kind of stagnant. The big pain point is Middle East. When this resumes to normal, we are going to see good numbers for the next quarter. And Toyota raised its financial year 2027 forecast by raising by 3,000 billion yen its operating income. So you can see here, you can see previous forecast, so it was 3,000. The new forecast is 3,400, and then the sales revenue also increased 54,000. Toyota is very confident that it can achieve a great number for the remaining of the financial year 2027. And for the shareholder return, well, Toyota still buys a lot of shares, so share buyback is still going on. You can see the numbers here, so I don't need to read for you. You can see. And actually, this report is not hidden. It's I got it from Toyota homepage directly, so it's not hidden. And then for the dividends, so Toyota confirmed it's going to pay 100 yen per share for the financial year 2027. So I am holding only 40 shares at the moment, and they are held inside my NISA account, which is a tax-free account. So it means I will get 4,000 yen if I don't buy more than this. So 4,000 yen free tax. It's not a big number, but still it does progress little by little. So it's good to keep holding this. Why I decided to buy Toyota shares? Actually, I was not interested in Toyota, but the day I went to Dubai, and there I rode a taxi. And I talked to the taxi driver and asked him, like, how many hours do you drive per day? And the guy say there are actually 2 drivers, and each driver drives 12 hours the same car all the time. The car is working 24 hours except for refilling petrol and oil change and cleaning. They do the cleaning between 2 shifts, so it's not exactly 12 hours, but the car is actually not taking a rest. So only the driver are taking a rest. And this is the taxi company are owned by some ministers in Dubai. There are few companies, but each company some have 10,000 Toyota Camry. So if you go to Dubai, you will see taxi, like Camry taxi, all over the place. And if you take a Uber, it will be the equivalent of the Toyota Camry. It will be a Lexus badge vehicle, but it is exactly the same case. So I was so impressed because when I hear from the driver, he was saying that they drive the car until the car has 1 million kilometers. And then from there, they sell the car and they flip, they buy a new one. And the car had over 700,000 kilometers, and it was feeling like a brand new car. It was very quiet, very comfortable. It was clean, no seats were damaged or scratched, it was very impressive. So I've been 25 years in Japan, and I see Toyota cars everywhere. I can see how it dominates the market here, and I'm not a really big fan of buying cars, but when you see how it operates in here and there, I also have a big experience with Africa, and I know Africa is just flooded with Toyota cars because of the quality. So when you see all those things, all those information, it's like in your mind you see, okay, people are like scared, like Chinese cars, EV cars are coming and they are going to take the market. Well, if you go to Africa, before the Chinese can take over the market with their electric cars, they need to have petrol cars, and before that you have Toyota. They are already the dominant player at the moment because all those cars are exported from Japan. Most of them are used cars from Japan, which are petrol engine vehicles, most of them. And what this is to say is that Toyota have a big advantage, a big moat over another companies. So this is why I decided, okay, maybe I go with Toyota. I was not planning to buy any shares of any vehicles company because it's very difficult, it's very competitive. But when I saw how Toyota is, the quality perception of Toyota is very, very impressive. And well, I just keep holding. I will probably increase my holdings as I go maybe into 2027. I will feed it inside my NISA account. But for now, this is my reporting of today Toyota financial year 2027 first quarter.